Usually when a game is in development for as long as Routine was, the result is at worst abandonware and at best a highly dated experience. Not only does Routine exist, but it's one of the best games of 2025. In most cases, a 13-year development would be unjustified, but it's the little details that make the difference, what elevates Routine, and ultimately what vindicates the extended development time. What the three-person team at Lunar Software have crafted is an impressive achievement that rivals studios with triple-digit employees. Routine is gorgeous, extremely original, highly immersive, with impeccable atmosphere, incredible environments, and a narrative that was captivating from beginning to end. For some people, Routine will be too slow and archaic, but for those who can appreciate the analog nature of the experience, the intricacies, and the slow burn, Routine will be unforgettable. Before jumping into the video, I just want to take a quick second to say thank you. I understand that life is busy and that time is valuable. I appreciate you being here, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of the video. In Routine, you play as an astronaut in an alternate retro-futuristic timeline that is heavily inspired by tech and sci-fi of the 80s, who is sent to the moon to investigate why the lunar space station has gone quiet. You awaken in a room aboard the lunar space station at the beginning of an experience that is best described as Ridley Scott's seminal 1979 film Alien meets early Resident Evil. Extremely limited resources, impeccable atmosphere, confined environments, puzzles to solve, with something much darker looming over the whole experience. You will be given a very quick tutorial as you learn to interact with station terminals as well as how to learn and crawl. All three will be very important as they form the basis of the experience and all play a vital role in survival. After that, you exit the room to find the space station in complete disarray. Something horrible has happened, but you don't know when, why, and if there's any survivors left. Instead of the sounds of zombies or xenomorphs that will haunt you, it will be the mechanical whirring of the security bots or the creaks and buzzes the lunar space station makes as it's complete with its own personality. Routine is able to effectively and constantly get under your skin. The jump scares are minimal, but they are highly effective due to their limited use, but where Routine really shines is keeping the player in a constant state of unease. Routine began development over a decade ago, which means that the foundation is from a bygone era and the experience is better because of this. There is no on-screen UI, no yellow paint, and no hand-holding. The analog nature of the experience works in harmony with the analog design of Routine. It's highly immersive due to the first-person perspective, how lived in the world feels, how the solutions for all the puzzles are logical, and how grounded the experience is as you aren't blasting limbs off or flying through space. The environmental storytelling in Routine is beyond reproach. Every inch of the lunar base station feels painstakingly designed, from the children's drawings in the daycare to the extremely unique items for sale in the gift shop and the research notes that you can find throughout. Crafting all of these little and seemingly insignificant details might seem like overkill, but subconsciously, these are exactly what makes the game believable, immersive, and why the game is able to remain under your skin. Every single email, diary, audio log, or note was intriguing and deepened your connection to the world. As incredible as the world building and lived-in feel that Routine offers, it actually takes a backseat to the CAT, or the Cosmonaut Assistance Tool, which begins fairly basic at the start of the game with the ability to run diagnostics or blast a shockwave of electricity, which won't do any damage but can short circuit or restart a malfunctioning piece of equipment. Throughout the game, you will slowly find new modules to add to the CAT that will expand its abilities and make each solution more complex and engaging. Taking inspiration from Zelda, Routine also has a dopamine-inducing melody that plays when you solve a puzzle, albeit much more subdued. The CAT is very helpful as it's required to connect to save stations that are placed very sparingly throughout. At these save stations, you will also be able to check your current tasks and give you an idea of what needs to be done. These tasks update automatically when you learn something, which is a nice quality of life feature that also can't be abused since it's only able to be checked at specific stations. Keeping with the Resident Evil inspirations is the resource management. The CAT uses batteries that have limited uses, with most functions using a third of its power. You also won't be able to carry extra batteries, so you will need to be on the lookout. There are recycle stations all around that always have batteries, but only with a third of their power remaining. The batteries are never in frustratingly low supply, but their limited availability does keep the tension high when combined with everything else. Routine is a horror game, and it avoids one of the major pitfalls of the genre by not overstaying its welcome. The experience should take you anywhere from around 8 to 10 hours, depending on how quickly you can solve the puzzles and progress the story, which was captivating as you are slowly fed morsels of narrative as you try to piece everything together and understand what's happened. Routine is a highly immersive experience as you become completely engulfed. Unfortunately, you do need to travel to different parts of the lunar station by elevator, subway, or airlock, and when this happens, you get a loading screen which disconnects you from the experience. It only happens for a brief moment, but being able to hide those loading screens, as most modern games do, would have kept the immersion and tension levels high throughout. Routine is built around using the CAT, or the Cosmonaut Assistance Tool, which is a huge reason why the experience shines, but it's slightly clunky to use at first and get used to. It will take you a while before it feels natural and you fully understand what all of the features can do. You will spend a good portion of routine going through terminals, looking through data logs, reading emails, and rebooting systems, and doing this on a controller is a bit cumbersome and even tedious at times. Having controls change once you engage with the terminal would have provided a more frictionless experience. Not giving up on routine after 13 years of development speaks volumes to the passion that the 3 people at Lunar Software have for their game. The care that the studio have poured into routine is evident, because everything feels believable as you become part of the experience as opposed to simply playing through it. Lunar Software have justified every second spent on development because routine is one of the scariest and most immersive games in years. Has the 13-year wait for routine been worth it? Absolutely. Routine is one of the best games of 2025.
Once again, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe. If you want to help, leave a comment or a like, as that will help with the algorithm the most. That's it for this video, and until next time, be good to your fellow gamer, but more importantly, be better to your fellow human.